Before we start, please watch my previous video. The link will be in the description.
Mattea Roach returned for her 15th game on Jeopardy. She won a 14-day total of $320,081 and is in 8th place for most Jeopardy wins. Ken's introduction was, "Welcome everyone to a new week here on Jeopardy, and many of you are returning. I'm sure to see how our young phenom, Mattea Roach, fares in this, her 15th appearance with us. She's already racking up some pretty spectacular super champion level stats. She's now 8th for most consecutive games won, and is in our top 10 for all-time regular season winnings. She's averaging 26 correct clues per game, and has responded correctly to 379 clues overall. Listen, I could go on in this vein all day, but we've got a game to play. If you geek out about these kinds of stats the way I do, remember we now post a complete box score of the day's game on Jeopardy.com. I used to geek out about these stats in 2016 when I noticed how well Seth Wilson and Matt Jackson played. I remember 12 wins was a milestone. Now it's just moving further, as there have been 3 super champions in one season. 2 of the categories are Picture the Song and musical instruments, so there seemed to be a musical theme in the categories. As I remember Ken's preamble after Kira Donegan won, it would have been a lot more appropriate for these categories to appear after she won. Jessie got the first daily double. She made it a true daily double, got it right, and went to $2,000. The Picture the Song category was way too easy except for this photo. Grammy-winning Song of the Year in 2014. I was looking back at it and my only guess was Toy Soldiers, which I know dates further back than 2014. Would you have guessed Royals? I think everyone was thinking way too deep. Mattea's living that fantasy though. Let me live that fantasy. Speaking of thinking way too deep, I was looking at this image and my only guess was time in a bottle. I just took a shot in the dark. Wait a minute. As I typed a shot in the dark, I realized even that could be a picture phrase. Also, I'm really sorry. I have to point out Ken's mispronunciation of Toronto. He added an extra T 2 times he said it as he was interviewing Mattea.
Mattea Roach, a tutor from Toronto, second city at Toronto.
There's a video titled, "You Say Toronto, We Say Toronto." I'll link that in the description. Jessie out of the first round winning $7,000. It's been a tight game between her and Mattea. Mattea was in second place at $6,400 and Michael was in third place at $400. Though written first, Harper Lee's Ghost at a Watchman takes place 20 years after the event of this novel. The answer was To Kill a Mockingbird, and this aired the week of Harper Lee's birthday. And I'm currently writing this 2 days before the late author's birthday. Look, I know I said I could still do a video highlighting Harper Lee's legacy. I'll get around to when I can. I'll see when I have time. The Who Played Him category was difficult as 2 of the questions were left unanswered and one of them was answered wrong. Mattea got the first daily double. I've been liking this category, $4,000. Ken pointed out, that's a big wager for you. She knew the answer immediately and was hesitant. The answer was New Brunswick, where she learned French. What a match made in heaven. That also happened to Amy when she got the Wizard of Oz daily double. That took her to $20,800, and I love Mattea's reaction. Mattea got the second daily double in Double Jeopardy. She did $4,000 again, kind of like Amy Schneider, whom I just mentioned. She got it right and went to $18,800. Nobody answered the last question in Double Jeopardy. Mattea was in lead at $27,200. Jessie was in second place at $10,200, and Michael was in third place at $5,000. The final Jeopardy category was names in American history. The question was, capable of freighting about 180 tons of cargo in 1624, it was in disrepair and appraised at a total value of 128 pounds. I don't know a lot of ships, so I don't think I'll get this right. The answer was the Mayflower. I was thinking that too. Yes, 1624, that's 4 years after Plymouth Rock. I didn't even think of 1620 or Plymouth Rock though. Someone commented, I feel like this is one of those clues where the correct answer seems too obvious, so you try to search for a better answer, but the obvious answer was correct. I agree. That's why I didn't guess Mayflower. Jessie and Mattea did, though. 2 thumbs up. Mattea wagered $5,500, and that took her final score to $32,700. I noticed her final scores have been in the $30,000 range. She's now at a 15-day total of $352,781. I guess I can now give my thoughts on Mattea's run. I'm a bit conflicted. Don't get me wrong. I like seeing Mattea win. I really do. I've just been noticing fans gravitating toward seeing Matt, Mattea, and Amy compete in the Tournament of Champions. Before Mattea started dominating, it was Jonathan Fisher who was the third most successful player this season. Fans were surprised at the upset of Jonathan Fisher ending Matt's reign and going on to win a streak of his own in the only back-to-back double-digit champions in Jeopardy history. Since Jonathan Fisher ended Matt's run and Amy Schneider beat Matt's record for the second most wins on Jeopardy, I would have loved to see both of Matt's direct competitors facing him in this year's Tournament of Champions, and I'll miss seeing their faces together in articles like, is Jeopardy getting easier? Short answer, yes. And final Jeopardy questions that stumped this year's top contestants. 2 articles I've been wanting to take a look at on this channel. I don't recall how many fans were rooting for a competition between Matt Amodio, Jonathan Fisher, and Amy Schneider in this year's tournament. I have been seeing fans root for Matt, Amy, and Mattea. All that being said, Mattea is still fun to watch, and I wish her luck throughout her reign.
And as always, thank you for watching.